people who commit crime, public intellectuals are making a choice from a menu which is no longer what it was 20, 30 years ago. Right? The menu is diminished. Right? So instead of blaming the individual, because that gets us scot-free, then we have no responsibility. We just blame these public intellectuals. Right? How do we broaden the menu? Okay. What kind of institutional change do we need which will make it possible for us to theorize our own reality? It's not just a question of an individual decision, right? You need institutions which will make it possible, which will encourage it. What kind of institution? I'll give you one example. One of the most successful experiences in decolonization of education on this continent, I believe, was at the time of apartheid. Think of Afrikaans, right? Afrikaans in the 1940s was no different from Xhosa, from Venda, from Zulu. Basically, a folk language, right? A folk language to theorize the experience of the Afrikaans people. You needed a whole set of institutions which they built in a few decades. They built universities, they built publishing houses, they built newspapers, they created an Afrikaans intelligentsia in terms of their relationship to English. They decolonized Afrikaans. Right? They theorized the experience. They theorized the experience of ordinary Afrikaans-speaking people. There was a terrible flip side to it. We know it, apartheid, right? But they theorized. They made it possible to they built an institutional structure which made it possible to theorize. Now, you tell me, where is the institutional structure where the experience of Xhosa speakers, Venda speakers, Zulu speakers can be theorized? Where is it? Right? Afrikaans became a language of high culture, higher education, government. None of this can be said about the languages of most people in South Africa today. Right? So that's the real challenge, and I think it has to be taken